Hey yo, how's it going? I am Teresa Ornelas, Hair Color Fitness, the Paradox Parlor. We're gonna get right into it. This is a top piece, hair closure system that I've made. This is the sister piece. Excuse my crazy makeup face. It looks tore back, I know, well whatever. It's that day for me, okay? It's about the hair today. You see this lovely little custom piece? It's a little misshapen. Yeah, that's another story. Go find the other like 4 or 5 part video series I did on literally how I completely custom made this piece. Everything but knotting the hair, okay? So anyways, while I was making these pieces, it took a long time. I've got well over, I think I'm at like well over 7 hours now for these pieces. So anyways, I was cleaning it up a bit using my applique scissors, trimming away things yesterday, and blah, I cut the base. Oh my gosh, right? Can we get a close up? I don't know. Make sure it's clean. Can you see it? Let me see if I can put something under it. Got a little pin. Let me get a white pin. The red one. Alright. White pin. See? Right there. It's a little triangular shaped flap. Where are we? Ah! Nope, we're not going to find it that way. I need to get used to this. It's been a while, okay? My most popular YouTube video is like over 300,000 views from 2013. I look totally different. So it's been a little time off. I had some kids, 3. But yeah, today's video is about how to fix this. So I sewed the whole thing myself. I'm going to show you how to fix it. We're going to start by, I already have my thread pre-threaded. This is a fully synthetic thread. You can get it at Joann's. And this is just a sewing needle, threaded and double knotted. Where is it at? Here on the end. Since I have this knot, or this problem in the shape of a V, I'm going to sew it at one end and then go to the other. And the way I'm going to do it is I'm going to start at the bottom on left, going to the right, and then I'm going to go up. And we're going to do a little cross stitching. But before we do that, I have to set my thread. So I put it in. And then I'm going to pull it back through itself. This stuff is so small. Make sure the knot stays at the base. You don't want it floating up high. Give it a gentle tug. Now here's an issue you're going to have to maintain of good control. It's going to be your tension. And then you see the tail from the base that we just put in? We're going to stitch over that and lock it down. Okay? Now, I know that you're far away, so if you need more instruction, I do webinars and private training in person. So yeah, but basically, if you're familiar with this type of base, let me see if I have a piece up close. Where's the holes? I don't know if you'll be able to see it, if the camera will be able to focus, but like, yeah, it just can't, it cannot hold focus on the holes, but they're small. You literally have to sew in every tiny little hole, okay? So, let me see if I can get some better lighting on this. Give me a second. The other problem is my phone's about to die, so if live stream cuts out, that's why. I'll try it again another day if it cuts out. So you're going to go in one little hole and come out the other. Hold your loop open, Go through it once, go through it twice. Carefully guide it down. Give it a little tug. Put your thumb over it while you tug it. That way you're not like pulling on it, making the hole worse. Give a little gentle tug on the actual base, diagonally in multiple directions, gently, very carefully. You just want to make sure that you have a snug base. See? And you do not want to see puckering on the base fabric. So on that one, I went in one hole and I came out a second hole. And as we continue to do this, we need to be very careful and leave extra ease on the thread. So we're going to start going slightly diagonal. Loop it through twice. A little gentle tug. Use your nail to kind of make sure that knot gets set down. When you're picking the holes of the lace to go through, don't go through the hole that's right at the edge. Go one more behind it. At this point, I'm going to traverse across to the opposite side out of a split-second decision. Instead of going from left to right, following the actual cut, I'm just going to go ahead and go up. And I feel that doing it this way is actually going to give me better equal tension on both sides of this disaster that I did yesterday when I was tired of accidentally cutting my base while trimming excess hairs. At this point, I'm going to do a very careful trim of my tails from the beginning. And since the little piece of fabric on the base wants to come up, I'm just going to pin it out of the way before I do any cutting. The stuff is very, very tiny, very, very thin, and it's very easy to make a mistake because of how quickly it moves on its own. There.
Disconnected.
Okay, thank you. Be careful that when you do this, you want to try not to take, very much more than one little hole at a time. Alright, so I have 2 equal stitches on the top and bottom of the cut. Now I'm going to go underneath again to the bottom side of this cut. Pick off where I left off at. And remember, don't go to the very end hole. Go one behind it. If possible. And we'll go right back to the other side. Make sure you don't pull it tight when you go to the other side. You need a little extra slack underneath to allow for it to travel across the little broken section. Otherwise, you're going to pull it very, very tight, and then it's going to look like a pucker on the base. Don't keep your threads twisted. Like that. Too many. Still, see, and if you get them twisted, they don't slide right. Back to the bottom. Look to the top again. Hey, everyone's sick in my house. I better not be getting sick. People call it allergies. And alright, so what I was doing was back sewing through my original stitch line of the V cut that was there to hide the tail, so that way there's no issue with it coming undone. And then all you gotta do is flip your piece over, and you just kind of go through and check the area that you sewed the hole closed to make sure that all the hair in that area isn't flattened out, right? So if it is, you just go